Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Sean coming to you from my home studio here in Dallas, Texas. Today is June 3rd, 2026. This is going to be a special edition of Stanley Cup Finals NHL update. See the Light Studios here in Dallas. I've just so you know, I've been off since the Detroit Red Wings. This is typically the Detroit Red Wings NHL update, but since they've been golfing since April. And this is my first one. I didn't cover any of the playoffs. I just wanted to enjoy them. But nonetheless, let's just get into the finals and the playoffs. Just briefly, I hope you've been watching these playoffs, man, from the get-go. Man, they've been exciting from the first round all the way to the conference finals, and then now, man, what an exciting game we had last night in the Stanley Cup Finals. I didn't cover any of that. I wanted to do the conference finals, but I skipped that and went right into this. But nonetheless, hope you've been enjoying them. Here's a quick shot of the bracket and how we ended up where we're at with these two teams. Both of these two teams are stacked, and I didn't know what to expect going into this. But I certainly wasn't expecting what that went down last night with the number of goals. We had 9 goals going on last night. But nonetheless, it was pretty exciting. Here's the schedule, and what's good of these is it's pretty much every other day, and they're all going to be primetime 8 o'clock Eastern time games, all on ABC. So you know where to find them. Who knows how this series is going to go? I don't get much into predictions, and I don't get into much of all that. I just like to watch the game of hockey. I don't like to listen to people talk about it. I don't like to listen to myself talk about it. But anyway, let's just jump right into the game, man. What an exciting barn to play in there in Raleigh, North Carolina. Man, that barn is smoking hot. And I don't know what else to say about that, but I got goosebumps just before they even dropped the puck, man. Those guys were on fire. But let's just jump right into this game here, man. Woo! 25 seconds into this game, into the first period, man, we had Nikolai Ehlers at 25-second in mark. Bam! Puts Carolina on the board first. They score often first early. They've been doing it, making it a habit all playoffs long. But here we go. Bam, there's that 25 seconds in. And what a nice shot off the pipe there. But man, that building was totally on fire. You can hear it in Ray Ferraro. By the way, I wish he wouldn't talk so much, but I like the guy. But I found myself saying STFU a lot to that guy. He doesn't let any dead space air any time in between up, and as soon as the play-by-play guy stops talking, he's yippity yippity yippity. But he's a cool guy, and I like him. I just wish he'd pipe it down nonetheless. But you could tell how fired up he was just because he's sitting there in between the benches, right? And that building's going crazy. 25 seconds in, and then moving all along after that, it's basically they were feeling out each other. After that, I think it kind of stunned Vegas early, but a few minutes later, you had at the 12:08 mark, you had Nikola Ehlers again at the 12:08 mark, getting his second goal, giving Carolina a 2-0 lead at home in Game 1, Stanley Cup Finals. Man, what an incredible atmosphere that was. But that's what happens when you make mistakes. Both of those goals were on turnovers by Vegas. And then, one of my things I was thinking before this game even started is Vegas just needs to come out, play the north-south game, and ground and pound, because, you want to finish every check in the first game of series. You want to make these guys pay. You don't play for the first game. You finish your checks every game, often and early. You hit them hard. And they needed to be doing that north and south. A couple of these were east and west plays. where they were turnovers, and where turnovers end up in the back of your net, and that's where that happened. But nonetheless, Vegas struck back, and that was cool to see that getting on the board and quieting up the crowd just a little bit there. At the 13:28 mark, you had Shea Theodore come in, and he got that shot from the point. It kind of looked like it was going to be deflected in front of that, but it hit the D, and it was deflected by the defenseman. But that put them on the board, and that quieted that crowd. Nonetheless, we're heading into the second period. We had we had an opening goal in the first period, 25 seconds in, and then into the second period, bammo, 30 seconds in, you had Barbashev tying it up at two even, man, early. So it's a brand new ball game here. 30 seconds into the second period here, after Carolina got off into that crazy fast start up 2-0. But there it is, all tied up at 2. A couple minutes later, you had Carlson, another shot there by Carly, giving them the 3-2 lead at the 4:35 mark. And this is why I like watching games and listening to games in here in my studio. You can see those speakers there. If you turn up your speakers and you look at the replay, after he scores and he comes to the bench, and you can hear him say, "Yeah, fucking hey, Carly." I just like hearing that stuff and on these speakers, but that's why I like to listen to it in here. But nonetheless, I gave them a 3-2 lead at the 4:35 into the second period. But the El Capitan of the Carolina Hurricanes here, rock you like a hurricane. Jordan Staal at the 12:42 mark ties it up, knotted it up at 3 apiece. Man, what a game! I was thinking this is going to be maybe 3-2 game. This is turning into a barn burner here, man. At the end of 2 periods, he had 6 goals. That's a lot of editing already for me. For what I have to do, I was hoping it wasn't that long. But 3-3 after 2 periods, and then here we go, rocking into the third period. Another early goal here by Howden at the 1:21 mark, giving the Vegas a 4-3 lead, their first lead of the game on the road, which you want to kind of do into the opening game of the Stanley Cup Finals. Man, that was that really quieted that crowd. But they played on. You knew this wasn't going to be it for Carolina. And then you had at the 11:19 mark, you had Shane Gostisbehere, former Red Wing, and native Florida player from the USA, tying it up for Carolina, 4 apiece. At the 11:19 mark here, man, out here I'm thinking OT. I got out some green tea to get a little bit of caffeine, because I didn't think this was going to make it. But nonetheless, at the 16:36 mark, you had Thomas Hertl, bam, 5-4, give the Vegas lead. Not much time left there for Carolina to strike a comeback. But they made a push. But when both of these teams, when they get the lead, man, they can be very stingy. I wasn't expecting 9 goals out of this game 1, honestly. But man, I getting goosebumps just here talking about it, man. If you guys want to get your blood pumping, man, go watch all those replays. But man, 5-4 was the final there after Hertl. There was a couple pushbacks, but not much. Final of the game 1 on the road goes to the Vegas Golden Knights, and what a fabulous game that was. Well, let's just move on to this and kind of wrap it up. The next game we got here is going to be game 2. It's going to be tomorrow night, Thursday, in Carolina. Same bat time, same bat channel, 8 p.m. ABC Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC and ESPN. And that's going to be it, man. just going to wrap this up real quickly. I got stuff to do. It's early. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoying these playoffs. Just remember to be kind and nice to each other. Remember to see the light. And I'll catch you guys after game two. What's in store there, man? These guys are playing it out. Some good hockey. Uh, some pounding, some pounding going on, ground to pound, some slick plays. These guys got some skilled players, and I don't know what to expect on this. But from game one, I hope it's the same kind of play going forward. But nonetheless, I'll catch you guys later. Be nice to each other. Have a great one.